What up? How's it going, everybody? There we go. All right, updates are posted everywhere, and there we go. We're doing it. Hello, gamers. Hope you are all having a good evening. Or I guess I'm talking to YouTube right now. YouTube, I hope you're having a good whatever time of day it is for you watching this. Only one thing I'll talk about is I will be publishing an update to my sideboard guide that I run on FlexSlot with access facilitated by subscribing to my Patreon. I'm gonna do a new sideboard guide update with this list published on Monday, 4/28. So if you're interested in that, that'll be up soon. Yeah. That's all I got. This list felt really good. It's been feeling good, so I'm just gonna keep it right now. See if we can play against some bug beans and play formalware and watch them crumple. But hey, let's have fun. We'll play whatever people want to play against us, unless it's oops. Oops can go die. Yeah, I don't know. I almost I was like, am I really just going to play the same list again? Not that I have kept myself from doing that before, but I almost thought about playing XJ Cloud's blue list, and I, I think that deck is definitely better than I thought it would be, but I still just don't have much interest in playing it personally. For many reasons, but notably because I have no interest in buying Gilded Drakes. So oh, excuse me. Oh. Goodness. Is it a Thursday night or something? Almost like I stream on a night that I also have to wake up very early. Such is life. Yeah, I don't know. Just gonna hang out for a little bit while people show up. I feel like there was something I was gonna say, and now it's gone. It's just gone. I don't know where it went, but it's gone now. Yeah, whatever it was, I have forgotten. All right, I think we're just gonna get into it before I keep forgetting things and then doing nothing. So I'll just we'll get in the swing of things. And there we go. I think I've played against this person, but I have no recollection what they usually play. After last week, not last week, after Sunday, I'm now at 6 consecutive lost die rolls. Messed up. This all right. Turn 1 tapped land is a little bit annoying on the draw, but all our spells are 2-drops anyway. Oh, excuse me. We're on the draw, so, you know. Yeah, I think this hand works. Cavern. What are you naming with Cavern? Goblin. We're playing against Gobos? Goblin Lackey. All right. Interesting. I probably want this on top. Interesting. The main argument for milling it here is it lets us Stoneforge for formal wear pretty effectively, and it is also an expensive card in a hand that's pretty mana intensive as it is, and Goblins is definitely a deck where efficiency is pretty important in the early turns. Yeah, I think I'm going to mill it. I think I will be okay to mill it. I don't think I can really get punished for waiting to Solitude until the concept of Ancient Tomb. What is this going to be? Howl Squad Heavy. Okay, what does this do again? It's just like it's sort of like what's it called? Rabble Master, but not quite right. Right, other goblins can off haste. Near combat, make a yeah, okay. Yeah, that resolves. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I would rather have another Stoneforge than a Thalia. Thalia can like sometimes be okay as a blocker, but I don't think that's what we're here for. So I will get attacked for 1. Speed ticks up. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, what do you know? We were drawing a Thalia anyway. Yeah, okay. So we will Stoneforge for formal wear. Is that a yep, it sure is a munitions expert. We're gonna be hit for 5 this turn. Jeez. Yeah, this was why I was like not sure if I was supposed to keep recruiter on top. I think I am pretty happy to yeah, I'm just gonna formal wear back the recruiter and get another solitude, I think. This blocks decently well. I'll probably pitch the Thalia to the Solitude, probably on the Howl Squad heavy. We'll see. We'll see what they do. It's another Lackey. Okay. Good at beginning of combat. Yeah. Maybe, maybe. This is kind of tough. I'm not sure that this timing on the Solitude was right, but I'm going to get rid of the House Squad heavy. They get a token, but the Lackey can't attack, so. Okay. Yeah, I'll get rid of this. Right, they get to max speed, which doesn't do anything on its own, right? It's only if they have a Howl Squad heavy that it does anything. And then this, I assume, is going to be, oh, Earwig Squad. Wild, okay. All right, what do you take out? I'm legitimately very curious what they do here. Honestly, it might just be like Swords to Plowshares and the like. They could maybe get rid of Cauldron to make my Stone Forges worse. I could see just getting rid of like all my Stone Forge targets, but I think that kind of banks on it would be a play that kind of has to assume that there's a Stoneforge in my hand, because it's kind of otherwise it's kind of playing for a long game that they're trying to make not happen based on their board. How's the potty training guy? We're getting small W's. Okay, they take 2 Stoneforges and a Formal Wear. Okay, that kind of makes sense. I think that I want a Phantom Blade here. Not 100% sure on this one. Yeah, I'll take Phantom Blade. I do not know what the Winnie the Pooh method is, so I cannot say for sure if we're doing it or not. Probably not. Oh, okay. No, we are not. I guess sometimes we are, but yeah, I think I'm happy with this trade. And then I'm just going to get this Lackey out of there so we don't have to think about it very much. And then this turn, yeah, we get to put Yorion in our hands. But yeah, we are mostly doing Pantsed, for better or worse. Just don't keep it on top. That is my request. They're thinking about it, so at least it's not like a, okay, yeah. I just didn't want it to be like a Muxus that they would like slam keep. So milling Horde Master makes sense when they know I have a Phantom Blade in hands. Oh, Wastelands, that's fine. Okay, we are going to fetch here, activate the Stone Forge, put in Phantom Blade, put it on the Bowmaster, I guess. No, I think I've actually just supposed to put on the army token. Oh well. Skyclave. This is going to be a Yorion turn, I think. I guess I'll start by attacking with the army. We'll see what they do. Yep, okay. I will blink all of these permanents. Not going to bother playing my Caracas to protect the Orion because they have a Wasteland in hand anyway. Phantom Blade. Yeah, all right. This is going to get Cauldron to kill him. This is going to get Recruiter. Or the Recruiter is going to get Solitude. There we go. Okay. Sick. Okay. I think we're just going to board in these cards. Maybe Disruptor Flute, but probably not. I think we can easily get rid of the Thalias. We probably don't want Sash. I actually like Therapy in this matchup, particularly because of Goblin Matron and Ringleader, meaning that you often know something in hand that you want to get rid of. So, I think that I don't really want the flutes enough, so I think we can just do this. I think I'd rather have Thalia than a Lion Sash, I think, just because it's a better blocker for no mana investment. Yeah, that works. This hand is potentially pretty good. It's a bit vulnerable to Thoughtseize, but it's got a lot going for it, so I'll keep it. Or vulnerable to Wastelands. That's what I meant to say. Not the Lackey. Okay. Can I get like a Marsh Flats? That good enough. Because now I can just get a basic plains with this. I'm just going to do this now. Another Lackey? Sure. All right. Well, I will cast these Thoughtseizes later. They mill a Ringleader. Okay. So presumably that means they're probably digging for lands, maybe? 3 mana. Can you just cast a Matron so I can Thoughtseize what you Matron for? Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's weird because in their spot, I almost want a Matron for Ringleader. So it's kind of funny that they milled one. Maybe that, again, that could have just been to hit their 3rd land, though. Howl Squad Heavy. Okay, sure. Okay. Yeah, so the fact that this hand has no lands, and it implies that they probably were milling cards to find more lands. I don't really care about the Pyrokinesis. This is pretty interesting. Huh. What do I want to take? I think the only card I'm definitely not taking is Pyrokinesis. It just doesn't really matter in with the hand that I have. I kind of see an argument for all the others though. I suspect they're going to cast. They want to cast the Howl Squad Heavy this upcoming turn. Um, which I don't really think that I care about all that much. Um, like I think if they cast the Howl Squad Heavy, I just let them hit me for one and then I Skyclave it. Um, yeah, I think I just take the Bombardiers because it's like the Bombardiers is the one card in their hands that really makes me have to cast this Solitude. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna take the Bombardiers. And then I'll play this tapped and we'll pass, I think. I guess I'll probably attack with Orc Army. Maybe not. Do I think I'm gonna block the 1/1 is the real question. I might. I think I probably will, honestly, actually. So yeah. Yep. They make a 1/1, it has to attack. I will block it. Kind of tempted to just block both of these. Yeah, whatever. Ooh, that's really bad for me. All right, come on, land. Preferably a white source, but I can live. Oh, that's pretty good actually. Yeah, I'll Stone Forge. I think I'm just gonna get another formal wear here, actually. Because I suspect that they are going to munitions expert this. And I just want another white card to pitch to the Solitude, honestly. So, notably, if they try to munitions expert it, that'll be pretty bad for them unless they do it after combat. Yeah, they really had to get that extra goblin to. I guess I was going to solitude it in response to that, which then they would have won. That would have worked out for them because then they just munitions expert in response to my solitude, right? Anyway, we got there. Man, goblins is so much less stressful when they're not trying to get a Muxus out on turn 2. All right. Sand is can't do anything on turn 1, but that's okay. It's got enough else going on. Yes, Mind Goblin was a hell of a card. Now I'm getting oopsed. Lovely. Do you have to pass the turn? No, you don't. So 2 Poxwalkers. We only saw 1 Narcomoeba. I have to assume there's at least 1 more creature that ended up in their hands. Because 3 seems like a very low number. I want that. I don't want this. I don't want these. I don't really want these. I guess I do like this maybe. Path is better than swords. I don't really want either, but I guess I'm probably cutting a formal wear before plow maybe. I don't know. A lot of these cards are bad, such is the nature of this matchup. All right, I can cut a plains here. I guess I should actually cut a back street. Yeah. Notably being on 4 total creatures between Narcomoeba and Poxwalkers makes the removal a bit better. It's like the fifth number or the fifth copy of those cards where it feels like the removal is just dead. We'll try this. Wow, this hand is horrible. This hand, hi Cauldra. This hand's better. It really needs to draw lands from here, and for them to not have a Force of Vigor, but that's how it goes. All right, name's Fairy Macabre, which I have 0 cards of in my deck, so no, don't play it untapped. I don't like that at all. All right, now I would like some removal. The Wasteland basically doesn't matter, right? Because they can only cast 1 spell anyway. So I think what actually happens is they pay a mana to mill their deck, and then they just go right for the they go right for the Dread Return, I think, but I'll make them do it. Interesting that they're doing this now. Is there really only 1 Narcomoeba? That's wild. So they're gonna Memories Journey now. Yeah, they made a green off a Jack-o'-lantern. They are going to Memories Journey. Usually it's just put Lotus Petal, Narcom or Thoracle on top of your deck. Oh, interesting. Petal Thoughtseize. Okay. Um That's interesting. I feel like I would put Thassa's Oracle there, but anyway. So now they can just hit us for 7 a couple turns. Oh, no. Oh, right. No, that's why they're doing this. Never mind. I'm dumb. Yeah. Okay. We're dead. Nope. I am just dumb. Marco Aura. Yeah. Yes. So that line made sense. There was no reason for them to put the Narcometer, or there's no reason for them to put the Oracle in their deck when they still had a Dread Return. Though notably that line does, I guess it doesn't matter. It technically loses to a removal spell, but they knew our hand because we had played both of the cards that we drew after they thought seized us. So sure. This hand's kind of weak to Wasteland, but it happens. Foil Flooded Strand, you say? There's the Wasteland. I think I just want to get rid of the Force of Will. This hand is far away from doing like anything. I don't really care about this Swords to Plowshares as it stands, and I think I just want to make sure that once they have set up a Dreadnought, my removal spell resolves. So yeah, I'll get rid of the Force. Yep. Bummer. All right, come on. Let's get some lands. Nope, that's not a land. Fun. Great. Perfect. Keep it on top. Deck, come on. I'm guessing it's going to be like end step dress down into something. I'm going to get rid of the Lion Sash, I think. Yeah. Probably going to be a Null Drifter if I had to guess. Null Drifter, draw a land, cast Dreadnought, something like that. Yeah. Okay, they don't draw a land at least. Got something going for me. Yep, that's fine. Oh my god. I'll get rid of a Recruiter because a Wisp on its own could be a Dreadnought removal spell later. Yeah, of course. Force pitching a Tameo. Okay, well, now I'm going to pitch Wisp this time. Okay. Deck. Lands. Okay. Thank God I stopped my F6 in time to bounce this Tameo. Yeah, of course. Truly could not play around that, so. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Jesus Christ. I at least want these. That might be it. Flute could hit Tameo. It's kind of medium. I don't really want another formal wear. I don't really think these Thalias are very good. Um, yeah, we'll just do that. What are these hands? Jesus. Um, yeah, this hand is just really not good. This hand also sucks, but I'm just gonna fix it with Surveillance while my opponent also mulls to 6. All right, give me something good. I will keep a Thoughtseize. Hey, Edric, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Uh, well, Tamio is pretty good against Thoughtseize, huh? Oh my god. Do nothing on the inch. We do not know. Um, I would guess no based on what we've seen, but we don't have confirmation. Why is this stupid brainstorm in their hands? Why'd they have to have two of them? Because Wrath for 1 here would be pretty great otherwise. I think I'm just gonna wisp their clue token, maybe? Because they can't crack it. And brainstorm to flip the Tameo. It just sucks because if they just brainstorm and then find a white source and plow the wisp, then like I guess actually that's not even that bad because we have the second wisp to unflip the Tameo. So that actually I think that actually works. I think that works out well enough for us. Yeah, I'm gonna get the swamp here now. Okay. Yep. Get rid of this clue token. If they choose to crack it, then yeah, that's fine. It means they have to use their mana on brainstorm this turn to flip the Tameo if they want to. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So I can unflip the Tameo. They can then plow our Wisp again. But then after that, we can Wrath for 1 or hold up Bowmasters. Is that better than just holding up Bowmasters now? Um, I really would like to just have a Skyclave apparition right now. I think I'm just gonna cast the Wisp, use all my mana right now. They obviously get to get another clue off of this now, but I would rather make them go through the trouble of flipping the Tameo again. Especially because that will involve it being exposed to Wrath of the Skies or the Bowmasters or both. Stop drawing. I mean, this is obviously like literally why I fetched for basics, but like stop drawing infinite wastelands. They pondered and shuffled. Are they going to attack and then crack a clue? Because if they do that, I mean, I almost get to kill the Tameo. It's an interesting choice. Can I draw a wasteland this time? No, but I do get a Skyclave. Um, I would really, I would be really mad if this Skyclave got forced or dazed right now. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. It's pretty bad though. Um, I guess it's not that bad. Yeah. I would have rather drawn a wasteland, but that's only my opponent can draw wastelands when they're good for them, not me. Okay. So if I Wrath for 1 here, I definitely kill the Tameo and I make them have to choose between drawing off the clue and plowing my Wisp. And I guess I kind of have to do that given that I can't even attack through this Tameo right now. Yeah. I really wish I had the mana for Bowmasters here, but such is life. Okay. I do not enjoy the Tameo sub games sometimes. Okay. That was already happening, so that's fine. I can't draw that right now. That's I kind of figured they were going to fire off that wasteland, but that's fine. Right on time. I finally have a Caracas to deal with Tameo. Thank God. I hope they ult with no Bowmaster answer. That'd be cool. Cool. I can play that. I guess I just get another Skyclave probably. Great. Now you're gonna now you're gonna cast a Null Drifter probably. Yeah, okay. This game is probably over. All right. I guess actually I'm supposed to do this and then make him force it. Yeah, okay. Just make them use an answer so that my Bowmaster is more likely to win the game, even though I am very doubtful it will. I just have so much mana. Yeah. There's like 0% chance this works. Yeah, okay. We're good. Rough matchup where a lot of things went poorly for us, so happens. We're cranking through losses right now. This hand, this hand's kind of mid, but we'll keep it. I'm also realizing that the one time I've been on the play in the last, before this one, in the past 8 of my matches was against Oops. A great matchup to be on the play. The one where you get turn 1 all the time. Okay, I'll leave Bowmaster mana up here. Sure. Play Counterbalance into my Aether Vial, see if I care. I mean, I think now is the most likely time that this Thoughtseize resolves. And if it gets countered, we'll just play the Thalia, so it's fine. They reveal Swords to Plowshares, such is life. I'm just going to keep this on 2 for a minute. Not suspicious at all. It's fine. I just misclicked. It's fine. at it. Okay, this hand definitely doesn't look very good in this matchup right now, but that's all right. Our vial is currently unanswered, which is the important part. Man, imagine if I didn't put yarn in my hand there, try to vial in Bowmasters, then flash it in. Importantly, I mean, I did make them use a brainstorm kind of inefficiently there, so hard to be too upset. Okay, I really did not need the third Solitude. I think I know who this is. I had a feeling a Stoneforge was coming. Yep, there's a Cryptic Coat. I am 99% sure there is a Back to Basics in this deck as well. I think I like just having more lands, honestly. Yeah, so many 5-drops. If this is really a Cryptic Coat, then good for them. If it ends up being a Cauldra, then like whatever. I have so many ways to deal with Cauldra in my hand right now. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know like the exact person that this is. So, bummer. Okay. Although less of a bummer if it means that they aren't even Stoneforging me. Yeah, they're all right. Cool. So their next land isn't gonna, or no, they're not Brainstorm Luck now, right? I don't remember. Well, I'm gonna attack here and then I'll Solitude the. I guess no, I'm supposed to Solitude now, which means I think I actually just want a Phantom Blade instead. No, I should Solitude. Okay, works for me. Cryptic Coat resolves. You got it. That's Ward 2, right? Yeah. Called it. I knew it. Sure. Okay. All right. Wrath of the Skies, Path, maybe Disruptor Flutes too. I don't think I want Thalia's. I don't really want the other formal wear, and I think that looks fine. Lauren should put in quite a bit of work here. Cabal Therapy is great against Stoneforge. Yeah. I think we should be good here. This hand is quite nice. Board in a Yorion. No, I'm good. I'm good. Nice idea though. um Other planes. It's pretty nice there. Why is this still in your deck? What are you doing? So embarrassing. You're halfway to forcing a board in Yorion? Alright, noted. I just love that both games, it's been counterbalance into Lauren. Or like I play Vile, they play counterbalance. It's just very funny to me. Yeah, you got it. I do not care. Yeah, I'm gonna culture check. What else are they doing? Oh my god, this game's so over. Are you kidding me? What is even the point? Goodbye. Oh, Coit, that was close. I accidentally stepped forward one more time than I intended, but that's okay. So I really wanted to have Wasteland up here just in case. Counterbalance sucks ass. Why do people play this card? Again, I literally know who this person is. They literally only ever play Jeskai Stoneblade with counterbalance and main deck back to basics, etc., etc. But it is just baffling to me. Did you have a swords this whole time and just let me put a cauldron into play? Whatever. I don't care. It's over. Not gonna lie, I had that thought when I realized, wait, we're like 4 matches in, and it's only been an hour. We'll. I may start a league and play like a match or two. It's not going to be a full second league. I'm going to make that clear right now. He was on Oops. It was rude. Yeah, good enough. Pretty good hand. All right, Vile just resolves. Cool. Show and tell. I think I want to put in. So this is probably sneak and not Omnitel, which means that I think I don't want to put in the Witch Enchanter. I think I probably just want to put in the Solitude. I could also just put in the Caracas, maybe. I could also put in the Thalia. Yeah, if it's like the one of Omni, I could put in the Thalia, and then I can still pitch cast the Solitude if it's a creature. I also just have the Caracas if it's a creature. It's just that feels worse if it's like a Traxa. I think I'm gonna put in the Thalia. I think that just covers a lot of bases. I don't hate putting in Caracas either, honestly, because the ramp does kind of matter. Um, you know what? Yeah, I am gonna put in Caracas. Yeah. A fucking course. Just cast? Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. What's happening? Okay. Okay. Okay, literally, what am I doing here? So into that many sneak attacks. I guess they only have one red mana right now. Um so does any of this matter? I kind of like that as well, Chilith. I think that's where my head is at. Um Recruit Lauren, we can cast Lauren and potentially bounce next turn. We can pitch the Skyclave to the Solitude because the Skyclave isn't going to kill anything the Lauren can't. If we get a Wasteland and can turn off the sneak attacks at least short term, then that's great too. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're going to recruit for Lauren. There we go. They don't shuffle. Okay. That's pretty bad. But they're passing the turn now. So maybe I guess I shouldn't say they're passing the turn. Their brains. Okay. I don't know why you would brainstorm before or after combat here, but okay. And now they're passing. I don't understand. Okay, whatever. um, yeah, somewhat foreseeable. But now they're brainstorm locked. So like, do they just like fail to find something that mattered? Okay, so now they get to shuffle. They get another red source in play too, which kind of sucks. But they keep on top, which I don't like. All right, cool. Can I get a Flicker Wisp here? Would be pretty cool. Recruiter also works. Wasteland isn't bad. Um, so what do I think they kept on top? It could be. Do I want to cut them off of red mana for sneak attack, or do I want to cut them off of total mana for casting cantrips through omniscience? I feel like for the most part, red mana doesn't matter because like them casting stuff through omniscience is basically just as good. Um, Especially if it's like specifically an Emrakul, they want to cast it through omniscience. Um, so I think that I would rather cut off total mana. Get rid of the tomb. Just limit how much they can chain cantrips. Put Yorin in my hand. Pass. We have a Crocus up potentially. We can pitch cast a Solitude. Okay. I think I just have to let this resolve because if they get an Emrakul, we're just dead. But they hit like, I guess other than the fact that there's a stock up in here, they didn't hit that well. But obviously, stock up can find whatever they want. Stock up seems to like stock up brainstorm. No, they took stock up force of will. Interesting. I guess that makes sense. Stock up force of will. Volcanic Islands, Spirit Guide, Lotus Petal. Okay. Man, if only we put that Witch Enchanter in play. You have an Archon of Cruelty too? Jesus Christ. All right. A little bit surprised they didn't choose to sneak attack this Archon, honestly. If there's a card you want to sneak attack, it's probably this one. I hate Omniscience. Card's stupid. Big Omniscience hater here. I think I have to bounce. I mean, it doesn't. Not, whatever. We're out of here. Let's just go to the next game. Do something like this. I don't really want the Phantom Blade, Formal Wear, Sash, um, Skyclave and Wisp are both kind of whatever. Maybe just go down to one Skyclave. Maybe I want two. I can just cut like a plains here, maybe. Since we're at 33 lands there with two Witch Enchanters, so I think that looks okay. I like this hand quite a bit. Do I want a therapy on turn one is the question. Or do I want a vial? I think I'm just going to vial. Not therapy is like a little bit susceptible to like turn one Ancient Tomb Lotus Petal show and tell, but if they're doing that, I think it's more likely that they have another Omniscience start, which means that our two cards to put into play are pretty good. Okay, let's... I have seen Sneak sometimes bring in Magus of the Moon. So I think I'm going to get a swamp here to be safe, since I have the second white source in hand anyway. So this I'm just going to name Show and Tell. I get two Show and Tells. Fuck yeah. All right, what the hell is this card? Destroy target non-basic land you don't control and target non-basic land of an opponent's choice you don't control. So it's like, so in a 1v1 game, this is basically double Stone Rain, double murder, basically. Interesting. Okay. I don't quite get that one, but sure. I think I'm just gonna wisp my planes here, and I think I'm gonna therapy away the Omniscience. No, I should therapy away the Omniscience because they literally have consigned a memory in their hands. Force pitches the Omniscience. That is what I wanted to happen. So deal. Excuse me. I'm gonna keep this on 3 for now. I think I'm just going to formal wear back the Wisp now. Ooh. Let's start with the Thoughtseize, and then I'll probably formal wear back the Wisp. Ooh, another show and tell, a Brotherhood's End. Hmm. I think I want to take the consign to memory. Because what I'm gonna do here, this is actually so sick. I have yet to do this. I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna take the consign, I'm gonna formal wear back the Wisp, which is going to flicker its own formal wear, and then I'm gonna sack the Wisp to therapy so that the formal wear brings it back again. Um, and then I think I'm just taking show and tell again. I might take the Brotherhood's End. Um, God, this is so sick. I have yet to do this. So get rid of the consigns. Okay, so those are the three cards. Wisp, the formal wear. Therapy, sacking the formal wear. So Brotherhood's End, if I take Brotherhood's End, I at least have like a clock. If I take show and tell, then they just don't have either half of the combo. I think I'm supposed to take show and tell. I can literally just put the Lauren into play and then we have a clock again. So I think I'm supposed to take that and let them have the other garbage. God, this is so cool. And actually, I get to flicker the formal wear again, so that they can't even Brotherhood's End the Wisp this turn. Are we about to get volcanic offerings? Is that what's going to happen here? So I choose the same one. Okay, yeah. So it's just they kill a land and a creature. Okay, so that resolves. But now the formal wear comes back and I guess I just don't target anything here. Okay. God, that was really sick. Yep. I cannot flicker formal wear to get Witch Enchanter because Witch Enchanter is a 4-drop. Otherwise, I absolutely would do that. Oh my god, I did not reveal Yorion. Jesus Christ. Oh no, I boarded it in something. I guess I'm keeping this. Whoops. My hand slipped onto the 1 key. All right. Yeah, hard mode. It's fine. I've done this before. My opponent's mulling to 6. It's basically like they kept 7, but I didn't reveal Yorion. It's fine. That's how that works, right? Uh-oh. I mean, all right, good enough. I mean, that was pretty good trade for me. What do I get rid of here? I guess I'd probably get rid of the recruiter because I can, with the Cauldron in hand, I can very easily Stoneforge for formal wear. Yeah, I think that's the play. Force pitch force on the vial. I will take it. Oh boy. One of these kind of games, huh? All right, yeah, we're trying to win. They shuffled off the ponder. Caracas is pretty good, huh? Yeah, I'll keep it. Oh, no. Okay. Never mind. All right. Phew. Okay. We got the 3-2, despite forgetting to show the Orion. I will take it. Phew. Losing to the 1 of Omniscience in the first game was a little bit tilting, but we got there. We did it. That game 2 was sick. That was some real formal wear fuckery that I have not gotten to do yet. That was really cool. I'm going to do exactly one more match. One more. Doesn't matter how fast it is, it's going to be one more. I will keep this. This is pretty nice. Look, if it's a 50-minute grind fest, at least it's starting at a time that I can stomach that. That's why I'm okay with the one final match. Actually, I think I was supposed to play Arid Mesa here. Oh well. Urborg, Lotus Petal. Is this Depths? What is this? What the hell is going on? Whatever it is, I don't like it. I liked my break from the One Ring for a while. I'm a little bit worried about. I'm weirdly worried about an opposition agent now. See, I think I'm just going to untap and then I'm going to play Plains. It could be Leyline Helm. Hard to say. I guess I don't even have to fetch here, actually. But, oh well, I've done it. I forgot they had Urborg, so Yeah, okay. I'm guessing this is just a weird black stompy list. Pithing Needle, okay. Against Wasteland. That okay, that makes sense. Um, I will go ahead and Stone Forge for Cauldra here. Well, they're already at 10, and if they want to use this Saga, their mana's kind of taken up already this turn, so opponents at least in enough of a bind here where I think we're in an okay position for playing against the turn one Wondering. Playing what D&T will look like in 2026, please no. No, by 2026, I hope the Wondering isn't illegal in this format anymore, so bold. All right. There is a Dark Depths here. All right. Another Wondering. Okay. Typical. All right, let's Surveil for Lauren would be pretty nice. Solitude, I don't really think I need when I have a plow in my hand. Yeah. I can't cast that because they have protection. Um, I think I'm just gonna play Caracas. So I can do 2 of Cauldra Thalia swords. Um, and I think Cauldra is almost certainly gonna be one of them. I think that I probably am not gonna end up using the swords this turn anyway, so I think I just go for Thalia, and then I'll put in Cauldra in the end step. But given that they're a Dark Ritual Lotus Petal deck, I think Thalia I mean, they have very little mana right now, so I think Thalia might legitimately be helpful there. I'm guessing they're just floating mana. Yep. Oh, and it's probably supposed to put Stoneforge in now in case they have another Needle in their deck. Or put the Cauldron in now. Sure. Is this a Toxic Deluge, maybe? It doesn't work, though. Oh, got it. Okay. That's actually very funny. They are they can't even make a 2020 because of the Caracas, so they will get 7 mana off of this. I could plow my token in response, that's a thing, right? Are they even gonna play a spell is the real question. I feel like probably they could play another One Ring, that would be annoying. Um, and notably, if I don't let them get any more mana, they have a black mana that can't do much of anything through Thalia, and then I put in Cauldron and have lethal. So I think if I swords this, it's just a lock, I think. I think this is a lock. I'm not confident in it because I just don't even know what cards they could cast off of this mutated cultist, but I'm not really sure how they get out of this regardless if they don't have that mana. And I get to Thoughtseize before I put the Cauldron in too, just to make sure. A Chroma's Memorial. Sick. So sick. Um yeah, Hexmage. Yeah, okay, none of this is particularly novel. So yeah, if I gave them that mana, they could cast the One Ring and buy another turn. So, but as is, this is exactly full. So, no, sorry, the area they go to 1 and then die off of the uh right. Yeah, they're taking right one more off the Bowmaster and then one more off of the One Ring trigger. There we go. I'm gonna board in Flute against the One Ring and also Thespian Stage. I'll take Path. And yeah, I do want Wrath of the Skies because they have Urza Saga. Taking out Wrath or taking out Thalias, I probably don't want very many therapies here. I honestly might want Thalia over therapy as just like a white card to pitch to Solitude, if nothing else. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, okay. I just Flute also notably good against Hexmage if I need to do that. So opponent's mulling to 6. Give me 1 second, chat. Yeah, I will be right back, chat. Just give me a couple minutes. All right, I'm back. My opponent's... Come on. Come on, chair. We can do it. All right, there we go. My opponent is mulling to 6. We have Caracas for Merit Lage, and we have Wasteland for Urza's Saga. We kind of have Bowmasters for the One Ring. The Solitude is kind of on its own right now without a white card, but at least that's the thing that we can draw the most of. It's weird to this feels like a weird keep, but I think it is actually good enough to keep. Uh-oh. Are you just gonna One Ring me again? God. Snore. I think I do want this. Yeah, I do. Needle on Caracas. Okay. It is just black stompy, basically. Shallow Grave, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, everybody. It's our final match of the night. Played probably the fastest league I've played in like the past year. So I'm just doing a bonus 6th game of the night and naturally playing against turn 1 Wondering. Dismember on the Bowmasters. Okay. I can live with that, I guess. They're getting pretty low already. Yeah, that's all right. Uh-oh. I'm going to sneeze in a second. All right, I'm alive. Are they going to reset their One Ring? Yeah. Okay. I am just going to Skyclave the One Ring now, I think, then. Yeah. I was hoping to eventually Skyclave the Caracas, but such is life. I guess I got to keep this game on low resources for now, so... I assume this gets an Urza Saga. Could get a... Okay, maybe Dark Depths with another Mutated Cultist. Yeah, okay. So they are going to gain quite a bit of life from this. Unless we can find a Lauren or another Skyclave, that would be cool. Another expedition map, okay. That at least feels a bit better because we can now keep Solitude in our hands, play Stoneforge, and hold up Wasteland. Or they can have Not of This World. Would I rather pitch? Okay, so that resolves. Would I rather pitch Stoneforge or Yorion? I think I would rather pitch Stoneforge. Because if I get to Skyclave the Needle, then I think this game gets pretty trivial from there. So I think. Hello? There we go. We could Stoneforge for a white card, but that means that we're another turn off of casting Yorion, and I would rather get Yorion in my hand now. Do you have another cultist? Oh my god, stop. That's probably a free block, but I'm just gonna not even risk it. So I can still do this, but now I have to chump the Mage with my Yorion, which I guess I think I just have to do it. And then we can recruit for like a Stoneforge or a Flicker Wisp after that to start stabilizing. Cultist has Death Touch? Jesus Christ. Okay, good thing I didn't block that. I hate that cast triggers take 7 lines of text and block and like make it so that the things you really need this card to know it has on board are like all the way down here. Okay. Blink the Skyclave. Thank God I didn't block that then. Skyclave the Caracas. Yeah, of course. Don't ask MTG bot to explain banding. That's messed up. Yikes. I like this hand other than the fact that it has 1 mana. Ugh. I'm gonna try this, but I'm gonna not draw a land on my second turn and be sad about it. I removed the Cabal Therapies because this, like, they are a Dark Ritual Lotus Petal deck, which means that they're often going to play out their stuff very quickly. And on top of that, it's really, you basically have no way to know like what they are playing towards before you play the therapy. There's just they have too many like paths to victory to be like, I'm going to specifically name this card. For example, here's a weird hand where I think I take the Fell the Profane, right? Then they have to play an Urza Saga for an expedition map and they have no other mana. Yeah, this is good. Like they might not play a land this turn, legitimately. It's real tempting to wasteland this. But I think I am supposed to cast Stoneforge. I'm not sure that I'm supposed to cast Stoneforge, but I think I'm supposed to cast Stoneforge. If I had another land in my hand, I would waste, no question. But I think the idea of wastelanding and then not drawing a land the next turn just looks like really bad. So, oops. So yeah, I'm going to go for Stoneforge. I think I'm going to get a formal wear because it is good against both the Thoughtseize and the Shieldred's Edict that they could cast. And now I'm sort of interested in Wrath of the Skies for 0. Or I guess, or Wrath of the Skies for 1. Yeah, yes. Yeah, I'm going to Wrath for 1. All right. Okay. I'm going to play this for the Cauldra, and I'll hold the Wasteland up. It's all coming up me. This is I mean, runner lands were pretty good for this hand. I'm not going to lie. Let's get Lauren, sure. Why not? All right, cool. After losing to triple mutated cultist turn after turn after turn, crushed him in the third game. I said that was going to be the last match regardless, and I'm holding myself to that. That will be the last match of the night because I don't want to push it any further. Thank you everybody for hanging out as always. Yeah, I could have drawn only wastelands. That would have been pretty lucky. Actually, that's not true. If I wanted to draw the second white source specifically for Wrath of the Skies, but otherwise, yeah, I could have just drawn wastelands every draw step. I think we are going to call it there. Or no, I know we're going to call it there. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Oh, hold on. We're going to do a giveaway for some Magic the Gathering Online play points because I meant to do that earlier and forgot. Let me grab my codes real quick. Where are they? Hello, there they are. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, this was fun. Um, I didn't like the part where I got turn 1 the One Ring twice, but at least I got to at least I beat it one of the times, so, um, anyway, yes, we're done. Gonna do giveaway for 120 Magic the Gathering online play points as given to us by our friends over at Daybreak Games. While I think of what we're gonna say for the giveaway, you know what? This was a good night for formal wear, mostly off of the back of that Magic and Sneakin' show. So we're gonna do a classic. We're gonna do giveaway formal wear. Please type formal wear into the chat if you would like to win a 120 Magic the Gathering online playpoint code. Please only enter if you can use it or can give it to someone who can, or if you've already won one from me this this month, then please refrain from entering. But otherwise, feel free to enter. And I will call the giveaway at 10:42 according to my system clock. So there's 3 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to vamp a little bit. I said this at the very top of the stream, but I will be publishing an update to the sideboard guide on my Patreon/Flex slot this upcoming Monday, 4/28, using with this exact list, wherever it is. There we go. This exact list. So that'll be up soon. First update since the ban announcement came out almost a month ago now. So lots of changes to account for, notably the exit of White Orchid Phantom, bringing the Thalias back in, plus a bunch of changes in the sideboard. Oh no, you can't see that at all there now, huh? There we go. That's better. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I would normally be rating our good friend Evron Harain, but he is not going to be streaming for a bit, I think because his wedding is upcoming. So he does not, he is, my usual raid friend is not here tonight. Let me see if there's anybody else playing. Ooh, DMV Legacy League is streaming. I will probably raid them then. That'll work out. Can you build the I was left by consent fear to get some thinking to build DNT on paper, lug the deck, frustrated against tier 1 decks. I don't know. I think that the nature of DNT is that, like, because your power level of the average power level of the card in your deck is lower, you have less room for error, certainly, but like the nice thing about DNT is there's a lot of ways you can adjust it to the decks that you're facing to be strong. Again, in most matchups, a few of them are kind of unfixable, but the vast majority of decks you can shift your deck in a couple ways to shore up matchups here and there. But like right now, I don't know, like other than specifically oops all spells, which is like bad enough that we have like 12 cards in our sideboard for it. I think DNT is pretty well positioned against most things. I think this list in particular is really respecting the show and tell matchups with the 3 different disenchant effects in it. Whether you're playing black for Thoughtseize or red for for Pyroblasts, you have a lot of good cards to break up the show and tell combo. Your Delver matchup is always good. The blue-black tempo matchup in particular is very good. The Nadu matchups as a whole, I think, are all totally fine. So I don't know. I think I guess maybe I'm honing a little bit too much on when you say you get frustrated against tier 1 decks. I would say like It is when you're looking at lists, they're almost always built with the top decks in mind because it's just the nature of this deck, and the you sometimes will just lose to your lower power level, but it's a very rewarding deck to learn is where I come at it from. All right, we've hit 10:43, so we are stopping the giveaway. Thank you everybody for entering. Edric, I will be DMing you on Twitch with a code momentarily. Let's see. There you go. You have been sent a code. I'm sorry, Dell. Just barely too slow. Um, but yeah, it's fun. I think it definitely plays very differently than it did in the pre Yorion era in particular. So keep that in mind. Like approach it like a control deck because it is a control deck. Just because it has creatures in it does not mean that it's an aggro deck. Um, Yo, what up, DMV Legacy League? I was about to raid you. Oh no, I have to find someone else. What's up? Hey, how's it going? Um, yeah, my stream is coming to an end shortly, so we'll have to have to see if there's any other legacy people out there, but I think it might have just been us two. We'll see. I'll do some digging. If you find someone, let me know and I'll go raid them. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's a very fun deck to play. There's a lot of ways to build your sideboard. I think you don't have to be if you aren't playing against oops all spells, which a lot of if you're going to like your weekly or whatever, like it's probably not as common as it is on Magic Online. You can have a much more fun and diverse sideboard than this. Yeah. Um, yeah, just play like a control deck, draw cards as much as you can. The quote unquote drawing cards that this deck does, and you'll have a good time. Um, it was just us. Damn. All right. Well, such is life. Sometimes that's all right. All right. Well, I think that is going to do it for me. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I will be back on Sunday, my usual time, about 8:30, 8:45 Eastern. Um, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just play this again. I like this list quite a bit. It's been working out pretty well. Maybe I'll play red again for for fun because I did like the one time I played the red splash recently, and maybe I'll just do it again. I don't think I'll do blue, but maybe I will. Who knows? Um, yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Thank you everybody for hanging out.